Tales of Symphonia Remastered is coming out real soon, and I'm real excited. In this video, we're going to talk about the classic JRPG, why it's awesome, and what's in store for the February 17th remaster. Tales of Symphonia originally came out exclusively on the Nintendo GameCube in 2003 for Japan and 2004 for North America. It follows the adventures of Lloyd, a hot-headed but earnest youth who is protecting his childhood friend Colette. Colette is the chosen one, destined to bring peace to the land of Sylvarant. Lloyd, Colette, and their trusted allies go on a journey to fulfill Colette's destiny of saving the world. The game sold well upon initial release, and it helped popularize the Tales of series in the West. It was considered by many to be the best RPG on the GameCube, and one of the best RPGs ever made. I recently started replaying Tales of Symphonia in anticipation for the remaster, and I gotta say, it's holding up pretty dang well. The combat is easy to pick up, but hard to master. The overarching story is grand and epic, but still feels personal because of all the time you'll be spending with your small party. And the graphics surprisingly still look pretty good, and even better when emulated at 4K. Speaking of which, you may be wondering how the Dolphin version of this game, at a higher resolution, compares to the upcoming official remaster. Well, here's the thing. If you know me, I don't like to go negative, and tend to only cover topics that I'll be able to actually praise, so news of this remaster gave me mixed emotions the more I looked into it. The original GameCube game ran at a resolution of 480p with 60 frames per second. The game was actually already remastered in 2013 as the PS3 release of Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, which was a duology of the first game and its sequel, Dawn of the New World. The resolution was bumped up to 720p, but for completely inexplicable reasons, the frame rate was dropped down to 30 FPS. Why? Because screw you, that's why you're gonna buy it anyways. A few years later, Tales of Symphonia became available on Steam, but it was the PS3 port, so again, 30 FPS. Sometime later, a patch was added which allowed for 4K upscaling and user mods, but the game was still capped at 30 FPS. Finally, that brings us to the upcoming remaster. Drumroll please. The Tales of Symphonia Remaster will run at 180p and 30 FPS across all platforms. Okay, so that kinda sucks. A lot, actually, because at this point in time, the GameCube, a 20-year-old console, is still running a better frame rate of this game. And yes, some will argue that most people won't be able to tell the difference between 30 and 60 FPS, but what it really comes down to is effort. If Bandai is going to re-release this game and charge full price, it should be the best version yet, right? There are other things to consider, of course. According to Bandai, Tales of Symphonia Remastered is basically the Steam version of the game, which was just the PS3 game Tales of Symphonia Chronicles, but without the sequel game. To go another layer deeper, the PS3 game is actually a port of the Japanese-only PS2 version of the game. So in essence, Tales of Symphonia Remastered will be the PS2 version of the game, but in 180p and in English. The Japanese-only PS2 version had a fair bit of additional content that wasn't on the original GameCube version, and that content will be part of the remastered version. Some of this additional content includes new moves, new outfits, and an extra secret endgame dungeon. So, will the remaster be worth it? Well, if nothing else, I think it will be, because this game is one of dozens of GameCube games that's become stupid expensive. Right now, the cheapest you're going to be able to get a used copy for is at least $50. Tales is also available on Steam for about $20 if you don't care about having a physical copy. You could also try your luck with the PS3 version, but what loser even still has a PS3 anymore? I do. It weighs 100 pounds, and I'll just lose my profit for shipping it, so it will forever be a doorstop. Anyways, considering the remaster will likely cost less than a used copy of the original, I'd say getting the remaster will probably be worth putting the money down for, but it's by no means the definitive version of the game, and that's because there isn't one, really. The GameCube version is the only one that supports 60 FPS, but has the lowest resolution. The PS3 version is the only one that includes the sequel game, and it includes all the PS2 Japanese-only additional content, but it only runs at 720p. The Steam version is the PS3 version at 180p, but it doesn't include the sequel game, and it's digital only. The emulated GameCube version on Dolphin can run at 60 FPS and at 4K, but of course it's digital only, and doesn't include the additional PS2 content. The new remastered version is basically the Steam version, but without the option for 4K upscaling. But it does come as a physical copy. So, as you can see, there's a real strong pro and con to each version. If you want a physical copy of Tales of Symphonia, and you don't care so much about 4K, then maybe this new remaster will be for you. I mean, who doesn't want Tales of Symphonia on their Switch or PS4? It's a great game, and despite the fact that the remaster is a half-hearted cash grab, I'm still looking forward to it. So, what do you think? Are you planning on getting Tales of Symphonia Remastered when it comes out? And which version do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. I'm currently working on a retrospective of the game, so I'll be dumping a lot of cool Tales of Symphonia stuff on my channel over the next 2 months. So be sure to like and subscribe for more Tales of content. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching Wes Does Games.